Yep, there's more. Part 4. Let's get over there. Back to the belt. We just finished the last one in child's pose, so manoeuvre yourself now onto your back. We've worked all the way through the spine and the neck muscles. So now it's time to lay that spine flat on the earth. It's going to feel like a cold drink on a hot day. It's going to feel like a hug after a long journey. With our strap, if you've got the yoga strap, thread it to make the loop under the bar, over the top of the bar. If you've got the dressing gown strap, just wrap it around the foot. Take the loop and place it over the arch of the right foot, pretty much where the stirrup of this double helix of our fascia is. You don't have to have your legs straight, you can have it bent, you can have it hanging over here, it all depends on your hamstrings. Extend the right arm long, so you're not bending or gripping, but the shoulder blade is still on the mat. With my hand, I'm going to tuck my chin into my chest, so there's that nice length down the back of my neck. On an inhale, extending my left leg, a little hover to make it worth the while, and then flex the toes towards nose. Hand on hip or hand out to the side, and we open out to the side, guiding it with the strap. So you're going to want to put a bit of energy into this left leg. Some people like the hover, some people like the hand. Now I've just noticed I'm gripping my jaw. That's a no-no. Let it go. Bring it back to the centre. Okay, it's up to the 12 o'clock mark for me. I'm going to swap the hand over. Now this is the bit I'd like to get my hands on you for. We want to keep the hip on the earth, take the leg past the midline, and there's a little sweet spot. Your leg will make it will make a judder and move. This is where we're going to work. There it is for me. I can feel that radiating down my IT band, my bicep femoris, and I can feel that connection. Where we've been working the legs in standing or on the mat, now sensing it as I stabilise the rest of my body. It's my chin in and a little look down to that side to open the opposing side of the body. Good feeling. All day long. Now, if I start to lift my hip up, I'll lose it, so root it back down. And release. Good feeling. Now you do have the option to move the left leg slightly across your midline, little bend in the knee, and take it all the way out. Now if this is good for you, and the legs all the way out to the left side, some people like to add on the flourish of the arm up above. And guess what? I've conveniently, luckily, got a cushion there. I can feel that working. I can even manipulate around that thigh muscle. Twist it up like a pretzel. Lifting the leg back up. And knee towards the chest. Bend the knee. And release. A little moment to hammock sway the hips and give it a few rotations or gyrations. I prefer that word. Right, over to the other leg now. We tend to rush the other side because we know what we're doing, so I'm having that conversation with myself. I have a lot of conversations with myself. My leg is extended, my arms extended, my shoulders on the mat. Check. Sending my other leg long. Taking it slow to feel the connection and the activation. Heel lats. Micro bend in the knee. Shoulders comfortable. Back of neck long. Send it out to the open side to my left. Again, walls, blocks, bolsters, always great. Great boring word. Supportive. I am flexing and directing into this right leg. If it flops, I lose it. If I feel into the toes, that stirrup around the bottom of the foot. Lifting back to centre. So we don't want to miss the IT band joint. Swap the hands over. Root down the left hip. Looking for that moment where I feel an activation. You can sometimes have to move in and out of it. Aha, there it is. Maybe the arm out to the side, maybe not. Chin in, maybe a look to the side. And then shimmy, right foot to the midline, little shift of the hips. Bend into the knee, because don't overwork the back of the knee, and you're not going to feel that till maybe a day later. There's my twist. No convenient bolster this side. Looks like I'm going all the way down. And you may or may not want to take the full extension. So this is where the mind can wander. My mind has just wandered to my favourite curry specialist. I think they're called the Coriander Kitchen. I should be thinking about the Coriander Kitchen and their fantastic aubergine bhajias or samosas. Damn it. Back to my hips, lady. Happens to all of us. Lifting the leg up. Here we go. Inhale it up. Good vibes. And bending. And releasing. Lift up, sway your hips. Now, last thing to finish. Extend one arm, roll onto the side. Doing all of this, if you've looked at the previous post and the information that come with this, or you've done the workshop, we have the 4 connection points at the back of the neck for this double helix spiral around the body. You can do this sat in a chair. If your spine doesn't sit comfortable on the floor, it needs to be upright for this to work. Or in rodeo position. This is a Feldenkrais technique, a gentle lift of the chest, a soft tuck of the chin, hands rest on the face, like Marlene Dietrich. The nose and sternum stay in line as if you have a neck brace on. We take an inhale to begin, and exhale a gentle turn of the chest. Inhale, centre. Exhale, turn. Inhale, centre. Exhale, turn. This is soft. This is realigning. This is where we're loosening the big trapezium muscle at the back of the body. Because one of the issues I've noticed by doing this particular set of yoga and body strengthening and releasing can build up a bit of tension in the neck. And I get tension in my neck, or don't we all get tension in the neck? Approximately 7 to one side. And 7 to the other. feeling this in the ribs and the intercostal muscles. Release the hands down. A gentle turn of the head. Centre. A gentle turn to the other side. Centre. A little shimmy or shake of the body. A little loosen the shoulders. Facial muscles too. And that means it's time to get down on the mat. Now, I do have a preference for this. If it's convenient at home, a lovely way to finish this is either A, laying down on the mat with something underneath your hips, like so. Oh, I don't need to say anything else, but that just fits the bill beautifully. Or, if it's convenient, legs up the wall, Viparani Karani. Viparani Karani. That has to be said in my Leicester accent. Everything up against the wall. I normally turn my yoga mat longwise, but let's not waste your time with that. We lay down on our side, one arm extended, bottom and feet connected to the wall. The bum must be against the wall, otherwise you'll be hotching yourself about like a right buffoon. We roll onto the back, and there it is. The end of the symphony, the final chords, the coffee and digestive. I'm done. I'm baked. I'm finished. I loved all of that. And I hope you did too. If you've made it through all 4 parts, you'll be feeling fabulous. Thanks for being here. Bye.